What are your thoughts on the WNBA allowing trans women?
Allow trans women wherever they want to go.
Okay. I have my friend Ruby over here. She just started transitioning about 3 weeks ago with estrogen. She wants to enter the WNBA draft in 2027. You think she can do it?
I don't know.
She's been playing basketball her whole life, but she can't play in the NBA because she's not a man.
Do you want to?
Absolutely. My bigoted doctor assigned me male at birth, and I've been on estrogen for going on 3 weeks now, and things are developing, and I'm getting there.
That takes a while.
Yeah, I want to be in the WNBA, and I want to be a champion.
What do you say?
I think that trans women can be wherever they'd like to be.
The chaos continues with the situation in the WNBA, and we have another video that came out yesterday where Enes Freedom talks about that he has more people ready to join him in declaring the WNBA draft in 2027. Let's check it out.
Now listen to me very carefully. So far, I have spoken with 2 former NBA players, 3 G League players, and 3 European players. They have all said that if the WNBA won't change the rules, we are ready to join the movements and we are considering coming out as women and putting our names in the 2027 WNBA draft. Hear me out. The NBA G League pays players $45,000 a year, while the WNBA top players earn $1.4 million. Those men could earn an extra $1,355,000 a year by just identifying as women. Rules are rules.
So he says he has 2 former NBA players, 3 G League players, and 3 Europeans. Now, this is going to be more important if they actually be public and actually tell us who they are rather than Freedom saying this. But this is extremely interesting because money is a powerful motivator. So this is a situation here where players can earn probably 9 times as much by declaring they're trans women and they are willing to play for WNBA. So let's look at the salaries of the highest paid WNBA players. Zoom this in right now. So right now, you can look at these players from Austin Wilson, very popular players that you may know if you follow WNBA, you may not. But these people are making a couple of million a year. You go into the top players per year, $1.4 million. So this is the top salary for these players. So you would assume, because I think at this point we can realize that these men that's going to come out here is going to dominate. They have potential to earn $1.4 million. And if the G Leaguer is only getting $50K, then money is a powerful motivator. Even if people may find this to be trolling, money talks. And speaking of money, the economy is bad right now. It's getting worse. We probably are either in a recession or we're going to be in a recession. So you're going to have a lot of men out there that have families that's trying to make it. And you're saying that if you join this league, you can earn 9 times as much. That means you can help pay and take care of your family, life-changing money. You're going to be able to pay for your college education for your kids or help out your significant other, move out of whatever situation you're currently in. That's a very powerful motivator. And you're saying by joining this other league to do the same thing you've been doing to get $1.5 million, of course people are going to be interested in doing this. That's the issue the WNBA is dealing with right now. So what the hell the WNBA is going to do even if they have a handful of these players? There's 2 that's public, that's Royce White and Freedom. But what happens if there's a few more people interested in joining the WNBA? So a lot of people on the left is really upset about this. They're mad.
Nobody is saying we should get rid of, for example, the WNBA and the NBA, and everyone should just compete together. No one's saying that. And so the people that are packaging it as that are doing so on purpose. And when you're consuming it and going, how could anyone disagree with this statement? You never consider that it's because the statement itself does not reflect the actual issue that we're discussing. So Sophie Cunningham throwing her hat in the ring of political grift and then turning around and saying, but you'd be surprised about my beliefs. A lot of people like to think I'm right wing, and I'm not. I believe all different things, but this to me just seems like common sense. All you're telling us, Sophie, is that you don't really have critical thinking skills or that you aren't interested in employing them. You're taking the message that's being given to you by people that are highly invested in this dividing us, and you're helping them sell it by not questioning it at all, which is extra crazy given the fact you're surrounded by people you could talk to about this issue to better understand it because the W has a lot of members of the LGBTQ community.
But they really can't argue the point that WNBA has not made it official. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen. I already told you guys in the last video what I think is going to happen in this situation. I believe that the powers that be at the NBA level will force the WNBA to make a definitive rule saying that if you're not a biological woman, you cannot participate. That's why this stunt or trolling is happening. Because right now, if people are making $1.4 million playing basketball, where the G Leaguers are out there playing hard, many of them probably not good enough to join the NBA, be able to make $1.4 million dunking on everybody, there are going to be people who are interested in doing that. $1.5 million is life-changing money. Right now, it looks like if you're in the G League, you're making $50K, you're playing basketball at the average salary of American, which is still pretty cool. I mean, you're playing basketball, that's your job. But imagine you're getting 9 times that, playing the game that you love and basically destroying everyone that's around you because you're better than everybody else because men are stronger, faster. So this is very interesting. This is just more pressure from Enes and Cantor, Freedom, and the rest of the people who are interested in really trying to expose the WNBA and getting them to finally admit that only biological women should be able to play in the WNBA. As for the WNBA, I think the only thing they have done was have a meeting, and they came up with that meeting with no answer. No idea what they're going to do next. So we'll see what happens. I think a lot of people who are against this think that these are just washed up athletes looking for attention, but they're not able to answer the real question by saying, listen, some of the WNBA players and coaches have said that they have no problems playing with trans men or trans women. Well, right now you have men transitioning to play. They're calling your bluff. What are you going to do? Are you going to let them play and basically embarrass the entire league and basically destroy the whole league? To be honest, if a bunch of men if men are able to say I'm a woman to get to the WNBA, then the WNBA doesn't have a women's league anymore. It's just a weird, I don't know what kind of league you'll call that. So they're going to have to make a decision, and they have a year to get it done. And I know they can't wait for the season to be over. It's been quite a very dramatic one, even though I believe some of the views and some of the, attendance have gone up, but it has been one bad issue after another at this point on a weekly basis. And I'm sure they want to get this season over with, but they're going to have to get this done. And hopefully they get it done sometime in the off season. They make the rules so we can kind of move on. And maybe people actually pay attention to the game instead of just complaining about every single cultural war situation. I think that Freedom has the leverage here. Have the leverage here despite the fact that people are really mad about them doing this. Because if this wasn't a problem, it would have been quickly dispelled. Of course you can't play Royce White. You can't play Enes Candace Freedom. You're not women. Case closed. But the fact that the case is still open is why this story continues to grow and grow. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. And if you like this type of content, hit the subscribe button as we move towards 200,000 subscribers. It's kind of crazy even saying that number, but we are getting really close. Hopefully we can get that done by the end of the year. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Appreciate all your help. Thank you for taking time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.